Well, guys, got my vinyl floor out in the sun, letting it soften up. I'm gonna try to get it in today. A little bit breezy. Might have some wind noise. Neighbors cutting their grass over there. So I'm sure I got my tailgate on, and I got this bumper. Partially on. I had a little bit of trouble lining up the holes in it, and I had to put some spacer blocks in the on the end of the where the bumper bolts to the mount, because I never could get those old welded on mounts off of there, brackets, whatever you want to call it. So I found some more brackets, and I just cut some spacer blocks and put in there. Getting pretty close, getting ready to put the front end back on this thing. I've got my fuel lines. I got a new filter assembly, and this is a water separator and filter all in one. And so I got run a new fuel line back, tied in, and comes in and goes to the pump, and then one from the pump comes up and goes to here. And now all I gotta do is put my elbow down right here. I had to get a bushing, and then I got this one I still got to tighten the clamp up on. It runs down and up and back to the injector pump. I did have to take that intake back off to reroute all this crap, because I left the old fuel lines on there. Let's see what else I had a lot of trouble getting this accelerator cable on. I lost that little clip, but I'll show you. I ended up putting a little old snap ring on there, 1/4 inch snap ring, fit on the end of that peg, so hopefully that's going to hold. All brake lines are good, no leaks. Still got to wire up the line lock, but I want to wait and see how the fan shroud and all is going to interfere. I may have to do some modifying of that shroud to get it to fit right. I've got to get some vacuum lines and run. Oh, I did get my steering column rebuilt, and a new bearing in the end of it. Got the shaft of it painted. It was pretty rusty. Got all that bolted back in, and so now I'm ready to screw that little boot in. I'll run my I still got to run my dimmer switch. I got to vacuum up all this metal shavings and all in here, kind of clean it up a little bit. Run my speaker wires to the back, and then I'll be ready to put my floor in. And then once I get the flooring in, shifters, dimmer, I'm going to put dimmer switch in afterwards. Of course, door seals and all the rest of it's going to go in. So it's coming along pretty good. I'm hoping to be done with this project, and I don't know how the moss got in here. I'm hoping to be done with this project in a few weeks, if I can work on it on my, every off day. Crazy damn moss. This is why I don't like working in the summertime out here, especially this time of year. These wasps, they're looking for a place to nest, and they don't take but just a day or so for them to have a nest built. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of that stuff, get them fuel lines hooked up, and this vacuumed out, and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, I got this vinyl mat in here, and let me tell you, it was a pain in the butt. I did screw up a little bit, but I think it's right here, I over trimmed it, but that seal plate should cover. Biggest place I screwed up was right there. I didn't have this area pulled down far enough when I trimmed that around that clutch boot. But and that come with this damn wool mat, I guess is what it is. It only covers the floorboard right here. That stuff's tough to cut. Actually, I didn't. Well, actually, I might have trimmed that back a little bit too much. There's the end of it right there. My finger's at. Well, maybe that boot and all will cover it. But the only part I didn't have to trim was back here at the firewall. It was already just right, and everywhere else I had trim. I had to trim a lot off the front. Still got some areas that needs a little bit of attention. I'm gonna let it sit in here a few days and kind of see if it won't conform back to where it's supposed to be, and then we'll try to finish this interior up. I did notice I forgot my horn button right here. Got to come back and put it in. Ain't no big deal. But yeah, that was a lot more work than I was expecting. Vinyl's pretty hard to trim, and all I had was a razor blade. So I got my fuel line hooked up, and I'm gonna leave this one loose for the time being so I can prime the system up. I'll hook that back up when I get done. So all I really like is a little bit of wiring up front. I forgot to hook my daggum battery cable up to my starter, so I got to do that. Put the fan, clutch, and belts back on, and then I'll be ready to put the front end on. So come together, and I'll be glad when it's done. It's been a long project. Still got to adjust these doors and all before I put my fenders on, but it's been a long project, and I hope it turns out to be a good one. And I expect this will be the last one as far as rebuilding from the frame up. This is just too much work. But anyway, guys, appreciate you watching, and I'll keep you updated. Take care.